This was the first time I competed in a track and field meet, and it drew mockery from white athletes. Just because I was black, I could only stand silently on the starting line. The gun went off. Everyone sprinted at the same time. I pushed myself to full speed and quickly left them behind. I crossed the finish line in 9.03 seconds. I broke the world record. My coach was so excited he nearly jumped. But the officials announced the time as 9.04, which only tied the existing record held by Wyckoff. Facing such unfair treatment, my coach rushed forward to argue, but they insisted there was no mistake. I stepped in and pulled my coach away. I understood. They did not want a black athlete to break a white man's record, but I was not discouraged. In the long jump, I walked to the sand pit and placed that handkerchief at 26.7 feet, which was the old world record. I sprinted down the runway and jumped with everything I had. I landed at 27 feet. The world record was broken again. My coach stood there stunned, and the crowd erupted in thunderous applause. Next was the 200-meter sprint. I ran it in 22.6 seconds. Another world record was broken. The crowd completely exploded. Then came the 225-yard hurdles. I finished in 22.06 seconds. The record belonged to me once again. Even I could hardly believe it. In just 45 minutes, I broke 3 world records. Overnight, I became a local sports star. Just as I began preparing for the Olympics, the NAACP reached out to me. They urged me to withdraw from the competition because the Olympics would be held in Germany, where black athletes were not welcome. They believed only by refusing to compete could we show our stand against racial discrimination. On one side was my Olympic dream. On the other was the hope of my people. I was trapped in a painful choice. In the end, I chose to withdraw. When my coach found out, he was extremely angry, and we got into a fierce argument. It was a huge gamble. If I won, I could rewrite history. But if I lost, it could make black people hold their heads down forever. The next day, my coach came to see me again. This time, he did not try to persuade me. Instead, he proposed a plan. He suggested I compete in the trials first, secure qualification, and then make the final decision. That way I could keep my options open. I accepted his suggestion. In the trials, I once again showed absolute dominance and successfully qualified for the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and the long jump. When I was interviewed, a reporter asked me whether I would compete in the Olympics. I chose to remain silent. They said, "Sports have no bias. So tell me, do you think that statement was true?"